We're back with more clips from OTAs. We're going to take another look at the New York Jets and get a good look at Aaron Rodgers. We're going to watch him throw the ball around, work through some drills, see where he's at with that Achilles and everything else. But before you do, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're going hard in the paint, looking at these players behind the scenes, looking at your favorite rookies, your favorite vets in these camps, training camp, mini camp, OTAs, rookie camp previously, everything in between. Click that button, see what your favorite players are doing at these practices. But we're going to run through some clips of Aaron Rodgers from OTAs. We'll have more when they post more, of course. Here's one of him slinging the ball downfield. No look pass. This one blew up social media last week. Looking solid there. Of course, no look pass. Here's him working out and stretching. This is important because we're just getting a good look at him moving around on the Achilles. And from what I've read, he's got no restrictions. And they're showing it off right here. No restrictions, a little bit of movement. It's OTAs. It's not like we got pads on. Him taking command, him coaching up, him tossing. Is that Tyrod Taylor back there? He's coaching while playing toss. You can just tell. He's talking. He's a leader with this team. You can definitely say that. Looking at him with this team, looking at this offense, they're trying to build around him. They got Malachi Corley so you can get a strong slot option that can get you some yak that they can move around. Kind of like his Randall Cobb of old, but obviously a different type of player. And then on top of that, you got Garrett Wilson. I expect Garrett Wilson to get a ton of targets this year. I expect him to get a good 25 to 30% or more of the targets. And I expect Garrett Wilson to be one of the top wide receivers in production this year. I expect him to take a step forward. I expect everything we wished for Garrett Wilson is going to happen this year. Aaron Rodgers healthy on the field. Aaron Rodgers is just going to come back. And this offense is going to look a lot different. They have not had a good quarterback for I don't even know how long. I can't compute that. But now they got something here. An old crafty veteran quarterback coming back from the Achilles. We've been watching him throughout the process, throughout the offseason, seeing how he looks. Everything's been looking good. No restrictions. We saw him move around there in warm-ups. And I think he's good to go. I think he's going to go without any hiccups. I think we're going to get in the mini camp here in June. We got 2 more weeks of OTAs on top of that. I think we're going to see more out of him, and I think there's going to be more highlights to him throwing no-look passes, slinging the rock around, connecting with Garrett Wilson, stuff like that. And you look at Aaron Rodgers, you look at him on the field here, and you're going to see a Jets team that's going to look a lot different. You also got Breece Hall, another year removed from his big injury, and he's got speed to burn and catch balls out of the backfield. One of the top young running back prospects in the league. Rodgers has one of the top young wide receivers in the league and one of the top young running backs in the league to work with. On top of picking up Mike Williams, a good boundary wide receiver who can really box out at the catch point. And then you got Malachi Corley in the slot, which I think is a sneaky addition because of his ability to get yards after the catch and his ability just to play up close to the line of scrimmage while Garrett Wilson feasts the short, the intermediate, and the deep ball with his route running. I think they got a good piece here on the Jets, and they're deep at the running back position. They got Braylon Allen as a backup, Izzy Abanikanda, Isaiah Davis from the draft. They got a lot of good running backs in this draft, in last year's draft too. They are stacked at the running back position. They are deep. So if something does happen to Breece Hall, they're going to be okay. They're going to be better than a lot of teams still at the running back position. A lot of good, tough, young running backs there. And they're built to compete right now because now they got their quarterback and they got all the other pieces lined up for him to succeed. They got a lot of other money ball wide receivers there that can hit on you as well, that can really show up and be a surprise that he can link up with. So this is a very sneaky team right now. We're watching them. They're going to show us a lot of these Jets. They're going to show us a lot of Aaron Rodgers. and that's going to be fun to see. This is another storyline that we're going to watch during the offseason. If you want to talk fantasy football and Aaron Rodgers, he's a cheap quarterback. If you're going cheap quarterback and you're stacking up wide receivers and running backs in redraft, that might be one of your options. Same thing in Dynasty because of his age. He's cheap. 1 QB leagues, cheap. Superflex, cheaper. Superflex leagues, if your league has been established, there's no such thing as a cheap quarterback, or they're not liquid. They might be cheap, but they may not just come off the other person's team. That being said, he's cheaper. That's what I'm just going to say because it may not be true in your league depending on your format. But he is a cheaper option in all fantasy football. That's something to look at if you want to play money ball with the quarterback position. But I look for the Jets to have some upside here. I look for them to be more productive on the offensive side of the ball. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.